I remember the day I first learned about the internet. It was in the law firm, and one of the lawyers said, "Come here, come take a look at this on my computer." And I go, "Yeah, all right." So I went, and he showed me how they didn't have names then, they had URLs, long URLs. And he said, "Look at this, I want to research this topic," and he hit something. "And now watch this." And he hit upon a blue mark, and it switched to something else. Of course, it linked to another area, and then it linked to another area. And I stood there for a half hour watching him surf. And I said, "Oh my God, what a tool." I knew it immediately. And what a tool for learning and knowledge. And at that time, I was president of the Bar Association, and I had given a lot of lectures to other lawyers. Remember, I'm a teacher. And I said, well, my God, if you can learn from the computer. You no longer have to go to a bar association. You don't even have to go to class anymore. Why can't you learn from this box on your desk from your own home? I always felt that this whole thing about bricks and mortar learning was just too costly. The model really was challenged. Universities were charging tens of thousands of dollars to go to class, and nobody had it. Everybody was taking loans, which you had to pay back your number of years that after you graduated. So I said, this is great. So I convinced my partner, Ben, and we invested a fortune because the technology was not there for online streaming at that time. And we thought, well, maybe it would catch on. At that time, it was called streaming. I don't know if you remember. And then there was buffering. And we didn't have cable. We didn't have any of that. It was mostly over phone lines. And it was slow. And the technology wasn't there. And then the internet world all collapsed. Back in 2000, 2001. Collapsed. But I had a number of courses up, and I just kept them up on the site, lawline.com, because I never give up on anything. Ben said, all right, close the site. I wasn't closing anything. I wasn't giving up on anything. And people found it somehow, and they were taking our courses. We had 17 courses up for years, just the same 17 courses they took, because I got approval. I was the first one in the state of New York to get online education approved by the Office of Court Administration. In fact, we worked with them to formulate a method to make sure that the lawyers were actually watching it. So we started, and 6 years later, David graduated law school. He came to my partner and I and said, I want to take over Lawline. He negotiated with us. He's a very good negotiator.
Like father, like son.
And he started in the kitchen of our law office. And the rest is history. From the word go, he was profitable. He made every milestone he ever wanted to. You know, now he has the full office from the kitchen. Now he has 8,400 square feet. He's got 30 employees. And he's the #1 provider of legal education for lawyers in the nation. Last year, he gave 1 million courses on the internet.